Let's correct this before it becomes a mistake, shall we? Let's not get crazy here. If we swim out into that water, we're dead. And we're still waiting on a countdown. That's... the old floating mattress. Look, I just hope we don't die while I'm grabbing a drink. You know, I don't know how this countdown's gonna go. Given that his stomach is in -36. Oh man, just leave me alone. No, get up there. Get away from the water! Okay, well, you know what? We're into it, so let's just get into it, shall we? Here we were. Hey, everybody, welcome back to Onyx, the Advanced Solo Ironman play. We're hunting the Bugmaster. This is Onyx versus the Bugmaster. Don Arnold, Bullet K, Shadow Seer, welcome. Thanks for hanging out. Thanks for waiting. Everybody else, welcome. If you're catching the stream after the fact, really glad you could make it. So we need to keep an eye on our boy Onyx here. He keeps getting these wild ideas like he's going to swim to safety. Swimming, unfortunately, not an option. Not an option. Right now, running is the only practical option. So you're going to see me quick save a lot. Just like that. Ow. Please don't hit my stomach. Please don't hit my stomach. If we're actually on the cusp of death here. If you caught the last stream. Where is he going? If you caught the last stream. It crashed, actually. Right when we ended the stream. And sorry, before I really tuck in here to any sort of narrative, as usual, guys and girls, if please let me know how the sound is. Please let me know if the music's loud enough. If my voice is overpowering, if I'm too close to the mic, I can pull it slightly out of my esophagus. And let me know how in-game sound is compared to the music and my voice. Right now we're pretty zoomed out, so we should just be able to hear the rain. We're looking for a place to heal up. Really, that's kind of our priority right now. So let's see if we can hide. Let's see if we can set out a bedroll. We are, in fact, hunting the Bugmaster. We have the tools. We have the equipment. We have the technology. We just need some rest. I'm gonna put it on super fast forward here. Let Onyx get some well-deserved rest. Stomach is -26, so I'm sure most of you guys know that if your head, stomach, or chest go below 0. It doesn't matter if your toughness is at 100 or if it's at 2. If any of those kind of primaries go below 0, you lose consciousness, which would normally not be a big deal. However, skin spiders will chew the face right off of Onyx, right? They'll eat him. And so kind of a downside here to having all mechanical limbs, as we do, because he's the steel Shek, self-peeled. Self-peeled. You find me another solo Iron Man that self-peels without cheese. I mean, like, you know, without too much cheese. I didn't cheese the self-peel. If you guys were with me, if anybody here hanging out or catching the video later was with me when I was back on Twitch, you would have witnessed Onyx self-peeling, and it was a stressful situation. But as I was saying, the downside of having mechanical limbs is that once the skin spiders come at me, if he's unconscious, they're gonna just start eating his head. Actually, I'm pretty sure they just suck your blood out like a straw. So there's always the potential for that. So it's something we have to be aware of. Keep in the back pocket, but it means we can't let them drop surrounded by too many enemies. Skin spiders, specifically. Or fishmen. Or cannibals. Or those weirdos who live at that falling moon cultist ranch. They eat you too. Well, they don't eat you. They actually just tie you to a post and beat you to death. I've lost 1 or 2 great solo Iron Man playthroughs to those guys. I'll zoom out a bit here. As we're getting into it, just so we can get a feel for the landscape here. Klendathu. It's a bug planet. It's a nasty planet. We are at the epicenter of the skin spider colony. And if you notice, some of them patrol, some of them just kind of chill. They're awful. They eat you, and they serve a jacked old dude who, I mean, based a little bit, like, if we can kind of extrapolate Kenshi lore, we can kind of assume maybe that the Bugmaster was once a phoenix. Okay, that's my personal theory, is that the Bugmaster was at one time a Holy Nation phoenix. He was the leader of the Holy Nation. Why he's chosen to side with the skin spiders, I don't know. Don Arnold, skeletons will skin you. Skin bandits will put you in a peeler. So they're skeletons, technically, and they will mess you up. Bullet K, roughly how many solo Ironmans have you done? So, BK, if I had to guess, I mean, some people hanging out have been present for a lot of them. Some followers of the channel for a long time have been present for a lot of them. Some of them have been like sub 5 minutes, right? And whatever. They're honestly, the short ones are just as fun as the long ones. Even the super short ones, especially if it's under 10 to 15 minutes for a solo Iron Man, it means you got right into something extremely exciting right off the bat. And early Kenshi, for me, is the most kind of like heart thumping. It's the best Kenshi. Every decision you make has weight, right? Every single decision. You really have to weigh consequences against benefits in an early solo Iron Man. But if I had to guess, I've got maybe 200 plus solo Ironman games played. I think I started playing solo Ironman around the 200 hour mark for Kenshi. And this is, I mean, part gamer pride, part embarrassment, but I think I'm up over 2,000 hours for Kenshi. And that would imply that I've played approximately 1,800 hours solo Ironman. That said, I've had a lot of solo Ironman games kind of go on for quite a while. I mean, if anybody watching also caught the Sumo Con streams, Sumo Con was one of my favorite playthroughs. The early episodes were some of my favorite streams. There were some insanely intense moments. What are you doing? I hate to tell you this, my friend, but you lost your leg at the worst. Look at this. My man is legless in skin spider territory. I've been there. It's not a place anybody wants to be. I'm gonna try and sneak here. Let's avoid some spiders. Let's try and do this the smart way, shall we? And maybe I challenged. Oh wait. We have skin spiders in the way here. I was gonna say maybe I challenged the Bugmaster. Oh, wait a sec. Is that a skin spider eating a? What's he eating? It's a bounty hunter. Maybe I can heal this dude. Chop. Okay, 172. Doesn't even bat an eyelash. And they're coming at me. Full speed ahead. I'm taking your teeth, bro. So, remember, any creature. If you pull off one single piece of any creature in Kenshi, they die. Skin spiders are no exception. So, in retrospect, I should have been hauling teeth off these guys right from day one. What do we think? Is this guy still alive? He's still alive! It's a bone dog. I kind of want to kidnap him. Make him my own. I don't have Recruit Prisoners mod on. And if anybody's curious about the mods, I barely have any mods turned on. Primarily Reactive World. Everything else is flavor. And by flavor, I don't mean new enemies. I don't mean crazy limbs or additions that make my character stronger. I literally mean flavor, like getting in and out of bed with a cool animation. Or a cool map. Like, this is the coolest map I have ever seen in Kenshi. If anybody's curious about this mod, I can pin it in a comment later on. But this is the sweetest map I've ever seen. Bone dogs can be spicy, no matter what stage your game is at. So this is an issue. Look at this spider. This blood spider in here, this little red guy, he's my concern. He's an elder spider. Right? So hopefully we can drop him in one hit. Hopefully we can drop all these things in one hit. Okay, there's you done. There's you done. There's you done. Now for the blood spider. If I can block it, I'll fight blood spiders all day. If I can fight them one-on-one. But the elder blood spider, so they have an extreme attack range. And because they're an elder, they do an insane amount of damage. I'm going to quick save. We're going to try something here. So somebody asked me in the comments for the last Onyx stream if I was using any kind of image mod. I was using a shader. Now I've got the shader turned off. I'm going to turn the shader on, but if the game crashes, bear with me. It takes 2-3 minutes to restart, not even. But I'm pretty sure that's what's been causing the crashes. Now there's an update for the shader, which I haven't installed. I might try that. If this causes a crash, I'm just going to turn the shader off. But we'll determine as a group if this looks better. Shader on. Shader on. I think it looks way better. Nobody panic. But if the game crashes, we just quick save. I hate the way the scout legs look. They make life so much easier, but they look like a couple of bent back paper clips. Oh, this is going to be nasty. This guy's an elder. Hopefully they're not elder. An elder skin spider puts an elder blood spider to shame. We have to drop the blood spider first. Okay, one down. One more to go. Come on. Oh, wow. He dropped everything. Okay, everything's coming up Millhouse so far. This music, I'm not sure. Like, I know this is Kenshi music that's playing, but I kind of feel like I'm also eating at kind of a dangerous Italian restaurant. Okay, so far so good. Who's my next victim? If anybody's wondering how we're slapping these guys for 163, 183, we are currently using an Edge Type 1 Desert Saber. I'm going to move this over so everybody can see. Here's the loadout right now. So we have a model Edge Type 1 Desert Saber. The big damage here is coming from damage versus spider. Right? Huge cutting damage. Decent blood loss, but specifically damage versus spider. Skin spiders count as spiders. Or skimmers. I'm not sure. But it's great against skimmers too, which have also ended a lot of my high-level Ironman playthroughs. Skimmers, while they don't even eat you. They're just terrible. I'm getting very lucky. I'm probably hitting these guys in the head, chest, or stomach. Because all the blood spiders and the Bugmasters thrown are elders, tear their teeth out. If you kill them, tear their teeth out. That's what we're doing. Two, three, 4 hits at 166 damage. Still not putting him down. Did I get that guy? Oh my gosh, I got the blood spider. Where's his body? I need to pull his teeth out. Give me those teeth. Somebody told me I should play this game with no pause ability. And that sounds great and all, but I play a little bit too fast and loose for that craziness. I mean, that would change literally my entire play style. There's a mod you can put on where you don't pause the game. I think it's a great challenge. I think I'll get there someday. But today is not that day. Aragorn. Okay, again, you'll see me quick saving a lot just because we've had quite a few crashes. Everything over here is dead. Every single one of their teeth has been removed. Holy Hannah Montana. Is there an end? Is there an end to these? Well, there is now. You know what? I'm feeling good about this run at the Bugmaster. Now the real question comes in: do we challenge him like Beowulf? Do we strip down naked and fight the Bugmaster mano a mano? You know, my electronic robotic limbs against his human squishiness? Or do I keep the armor on because it was soaking 100 damage hits? Okay, here's my thought. Combat speed effect. This hurts our combat speed. This hurts our combat speed. This I don't really care about. This is fine. I think we put on the long coat. Okay. This is risky business because chest is at 90 and he hits for big hundreds. Wish me luck. Come on, Onyx. Game face. We can't see your face because it's covered in a stupid helmet. It's a stupid samurai. I hate this samurai helmet. I think you mind if I just eat his bread really quickly? I would like this, please. Okay. Okay. Put that on. Rearrange again. Nope, that didn't work. Let's get rid of this. We don't need that. Bread. Not hungry, apparently. His left arm's hurt. Other than that, strength, dex, toughness, 95, 95, 95. His stats, way better. Well, let's dance. Let's dance. Oh, 31. Come on. If he hits that chest again, though, we have to put the armor back on and probably run. Oh my, he hit the chest again! Okay. Let's... Everybody take a breather. Everybody take a breather. Boop. Let's put our safety blanket back on. It's called samurai armor. And let's hope for the best here. There's no Beowulf moment of heroics here. This is just increasing our shots on net. Don't you pick me up. Don't you do it. We're going to go downstairs and we're going to have a little nap. Swamp music just in time for the nap. Bullet K, you ruined everything. Because you said it would be great for the fight, it's appeared for the nap. I don't know what to tell you. We're gonna go sleep with the bugs. Okay, so if you've never fought the Bugmaster before, if you can make your way into the base of his tower, this is the answer, right? This is the answer. You build a tiny camp bed in the base of his tower. And make sure you've killed all the spiders leading up to it. You can even take it a step further, I think. Ooh, maybe not. I thought there was a gate here. I thought there was a gate that you had to open. There is on most of these towers, but this one may be here to represent, like, ooh, it's broken, destroyed by spiders and the crazy naked man upstairs. Oh, the dog! Dog versus skin spider. I don't think this dog has a chance. No, night night. If it starts eating the dog, we gotta save it. We gotta save the dog anyways, right? Okay, hold on. Stop sneaking. Just heal the dog. Oh, here comes the spider. I should have kept sneaking. There's no way we can let the bounty hunter bone dog just die. Alisanti, what is it about him that's causing him to fare so much better in this fight? So, if I had to guess, it's because even without injury, so if I go down to my dexterity stat here, injuries sure negative 58%. I don't know, you know, now that I'm talking about it, I think the difference in dexterity and strength and attack, his attack's up at 100, which means his sabers is up at 100. Right, so if I go into my skills, however we find skills, I'll get there. Okay, so if I go to my skills here, get out of here with your nonsense. Just put this on the ground. That'll be fine down there. Okay, so if I go into my skills and I pull this over, You'll see that my hackers is only at 81, sabers 79, katana 79, and that's really the amount of damage dealt per hit. Melee attack, stats affected, frequency of attacks, chance of attacks not getting blocked. So his melee attack is also at 100, while mine's only at 92. Like, I think I'm just being outclassed here stat-wise. Not only that, but he also has an extremely superior weapon, right? He's rocking a May 2 weapon. I'm rocking an Edge 2. It's a very minor difference, but the difference between May 2 and Edge 2 is insane. So let's say Edge 2 here. What's the cumulative damage on this flesh cleaver, Edge 2, that I'm using to fight him? We have 1.04 cutting and 0.90 blunt. So if I just go to my May 2 no dachi, it's got 2.64 cutting. So this is 1.94, this is 2.64. It's like 0.70 or 70% more damage, which is nuts, right? Bullet case, it's his chest full of human teeth. It's also 100% his chest full of human teeth. Now, I think we can make real progress if I use this guardless katana. He's not wearing any armor, and it's real fast. So let's sleep off this injury. Oh no, is he eating the dog? Oh no, he's eating his friend. So kind of like I said before, there's a perfectly good dog here to eat, but skin spiders just tend to eat, anything that's not alive. I'm just very happy he didn't make his way into the house and start eating Onyx. Because the only parts of Onyx that he can eat are like the vital parts. We don't want that. I really like, though, that you're just like, it's his chest full of human teeth. That's what makes him strong. Come on. Get out of here. Okay, I'm going to try and drop this thing with the katana. Let's see how the katana performs against a skin spider. 75s. It's not our 178s. Oh, what? 23 left arm. It's an elder. Oh. Great opportunity to gain some stats here. Might actually gain some skills. Something else that was suggested to me in the comments on the last Onyx stream was to get the mod that says, hey, you can get a mod that makes camp beds increase your healing to the speed of a normal bed ×8. While I like the idea, especially for streaming. I mean, come on, like, realistically, somebody checking out the stream wants to see action. They want to see some progress, not a guy sleeping in a bed. Sure. However, kind of the difficulty aspect of Kenshi comes from all of its constituent parts, right? So, sleeping in a camp bed at a much slower regen rate than sleeping in the bed in, say, a tavern or your own house. I believe it's intended, right? Especially if we're playing a solo Ironman game, a camp bed kind of becomes your best friend. You're not going to build a house everywhere you go. You don't have an army of 6, 7, 8, 10, 20 guys to heal and make up for your loss of combat ability, in those instances. You've got yourself, and the camp bed kind of being so difficult to regen in, right? To heal yourself in. It adds to the overall difficulty of the game, because you've got to take into account that time loss, that slow heal. It becomes a survival point. It becomes something you have to plan. All right, so he's coming at me. Do we use the little katana? 2.20. Okay. Attack bonus +6. Or do we use the big katana, 2.64, but -4 indoor penalty? While we stare at this wonderful stats on this Meitu weapon, I'm gonna grab a drink. I'll be right back. Moment of truth. I think we take down the Bugmaster this time. Let me know what you guys think. I'll be right back. All right, well, right now we've got the no dachi, the no dash as a suggestion, and I think we go for it. I think we go deep into the dash. So I really want this guardless katana to be useful, but it sucks. I don't know how to say it. Okay, well, we stole his bread, which is why he's probably super angry. We're keeping all the armor on. We're going for the no datch. Shing! This is it. Oh, this is it. I don't even want to look. I don't want to look. We're not looking this time. Look at this. Hold on. Look at this Adonis. All this guy's fed on for years is skin spiders and Shek. Oh, he opens up with a big hit. Can't even get him with the 2. Hits me in the tum-tum. Hits me in the chest or head. Onyx, tum-tum again. Chest again. Oh. Okay. So he's only hitting me for 12s. So let's say we get 2 or 3 good hits. I think we've got him. With the Bugmaster, it's a battle of attrition. He doesn't heal that quickly. That's not how you block that. Don't get stopped up on that table, Onyx. There it is! I'm edging my seat here just like you guys. If there was a slow-mo mod, I'd be all... Oh, he's bleeding! I feel so cheesy, though. You know what? My next playthrough, I'm challenging him mano a mano. I'm wearing a Hungry Bandit skirt. I'm bringing in a Mei-2 weapon, though, for show. But I think we wait. I think the Bugmaster is one of the last opponents, not one of the first. I feel very lame with all this armor. Especially since I'm... If anybody can see this armor here, let's just take a look at this for a sec. This little flourish back here, this little leaf on the armor. Notice the color of the armor. This is... I want to say this is Tin Fist's armor. I want to say this is either Tin Fist's armor or some very high-ranking United Cities Guard armor. It's up there. Oh no, Tin Fist would be Ancient Samurai Plate. That's right. It'd be reddish. Whoa! Good night, sweet prince. All we came here for was that bad boy. So look at this damage, though. 2.64. 2.64. Defense bonus plus 8. Attack bonus plus 4. Like, I just... And it's got blunt damage. So technically the damage on this weapon is 2.94 with fewer negatives than the Mei-2 no dash. Insane. Just absolutely insane. Insane that we just took out the Bugmaster. Insane that we got his saber. I'm not even going to kill the guy. So here's a fun fact. To everybody hanging out. If we take his saber, okay, and don't kill him, he should respawn his saber. You could actually farm these sabers, in a manner of speaking, and get your a whole entire army, if you had a party, kitted out with Mei-2 foreign sabers. In this instance, however, because I like the Bugmaster and I want to come back and give him what for, one-on-one, but I need this. I need this because of its absolute destructive ability. Its ability is an all-purpose weapon. I think maybe we give him something in exchange. Something juicy as well, you know? I think maybe we give him this desert saber. A saber for a saber. It's not nearly as good. But he can have it as like a little gift. No, I don't have any first aid to give the guy, do I? That's alright. We'll heal him up. We'll heal him up. Yeah, he'll be fine. So, normally I would also encourage everybody playing this. You know what? Let's get crazy. Let's make him just a decked out human. This is the worst idea I've ever had, by the way. So now he's got some clothing. He's got a weapon. Bad idea. Bad idea on my part. And I'm even gonna get a little crazier. And we're going to give this degenerate a standard first aid kit. And his loaf of bread. Maybe a ration pack. Let's get nuts. So I'm kind of setting him up to be a future enemy, but insofar as Onyx is concerned, Bugmaster conquered. So let's get out of here. Let's, where do we go? Where do we go next is the question. We have our saber, and now I think we need our saber. Okay, we need our saber to take on some of our next big players. So who's one of our next big players? We have the Phoenix. We have Maul. The Golem. Now, I don't want to make an enemy of the Shek just yet. The reason I say I don't want to make an enemy of the Shek is because they're one of our few safe havens. Until Onyx sets up his own personal base, and we'll want to do that in central Kenshi. So we'll want to do that maybe here in whatever this place is called, where the nomads are. I can't remember. Shem? We'll want to do that here in Shem. We'll want to set up a base very centrally in Kenshi, and I think that's going to be in Shem. We're not going to do that just yet. So I think we head for... Ooh, there's also the Southern Hive Queen. There's also the leader of the... Who are those guys that nobody likes? The Reavers. They capture you and just punish you forever. They're like the French Foreign Legion, except Shek generally and shitty. Okay, first stop anyway is going to be... You know what? No, let's take him. We're taking him. We're taking him. We'll free him later, fight him, but we're definitely selling him. Who are we trying to kid? 100,000 cats? Well, okay, Tower of Abuse, that's another big target. Tin Fist is a big target. Emperor Tengu's a big target. We have time. This is... We're going to trade him in. We're going to get our money. And then I think we're going to free him. So... You know what the unique thing is? As soon as... I don't know if it's happened... It's you know what? It's probably happened already. If I go to faction here and go to the Holy Nations, -93, the second that you turn in the Bugmaster, I'm pretty sure you become an immediate enemy of the Holy Nation. Shadow Seer, unfortunately I gotta go. Early morning start for work trip. Enjoy your work trip. Don't do anything irresponsible. Thanks for hanging out, Shadow. Take it easy. Getting out of Arach, getting away from the Bugmaster's Tower, it's the easiest part of the whole process. Like, getting in is unnecessarily convoluted. Oh, we could also go take out Flying Bull, the leader of Kral's Chosen. He's pretty weak. Winfield. Hell yeah, brother. Back in the stream. Look at that crazy rock formation. You just stopped and hid in a bush for a second. Strategic. This is great, kind of returning home victorious music. Let's hard disagree. First time I killed him, I auto-pathed into the water, dropped him, and lost him. Did you see how painless that was? My extrication from Arach. There was no auto-pathing into the water. I even right-clicked on Squid. It can be tough. Like, that's what I'm saying. If you're strong enough for the Bugmaster, right? Your character is also generally strong enough and fast enough to just whoop, scoot right by everybody. I kind of want to put him down and kill Flying Bull, but I healed him, which means he is 100% awake, and I armed him, which is even worse, which means he would deal sweet justice to just about anybody. You know what? Speaking of sweet justice to anybody, I wonder if I take him to Squin, turn him in, and then he frees himself, which he probably will. I can go get him again. At some point. Not today. That'd be crazy. Fight the Bugmaster twice. And I wonder if he keeps the weapon and the armor I gave him. I kind of want to take the armor off him, actually. Dressing him was fun and all, but he doesn't need that. That's crazy. I need that because I want to make Onyx into a martial artist at some point. And that is masterwork assassin's armor. I shot him in the face with an eagle's cross. That character was not strong, but was quick. I would say that's the other approach, and that's my next playthrough. 110%. I don't care what race. I don't care what gender. I just don't even care. My next playthrough is going to be a dedicated assassin, crossbowman. And their only other option, okay, is going to be martial arts. So crossbow and martial arts. That's my next character, 110%, because honestly, it's got to be the Eagle's Cross. Has got to be the most powerful alpha in this game. You can shoot people in the face for like 190 damage. Just have to hope you hit their head. But if you hit their chest, stomach, head, it doesn't matter. They're done. Doesn't matter how much armor they're wearing. Nothing. You can just shoot limbs right off. It's like you're playing that, I don't know if anybody played the PC game Fear. Scary as heck if you're playing that game alone at night, but Fear had some serious animation for when you just shot these giant steel rods into people. Quick save just in case it crashes. Again, I kind of turned back on a visual shader, so it was causing a few issues before. Hopefully it doesn't keep up with the issues. So this is sweet. Like, I wonder, I know that they were just kind of winging it, you know, with the animations and the lore. I like to think a lot of thought went into these. At the same time, I feel like a lot of thought did not go into these, but I hope we see kind of the initial version of these things when Kenshi 2 comes out. Right? There's so many artifacts laying around, and I wonder if they're mechanical parts from machines, if that's what they're supposed to be. So maybe they won't be in the same places. Or if they're, you know, they're buildings, they're old structures. I'd love to see what Squin is the remnant of. I'm hopeful that in Kenshi 2, a lot of these cities are more filled out. Clap. Take him to the stone golem. I'd have died. Blah, blah, blah. Reverence. No, I'm not taking... I am not going to Admag, homie. We're just gonna bring him to jail here. And really, that's it. And then I'm gonna free him. Pretend like it wasn't me. What is this? I don't know what all the fuss was about. Their eyes widen as they give you a stern nod. Honor, kin. Take him to Bayan at HQ. Okay. Okay, why do I have to go? Look, if anybody knew this and didn't tell me, I'm super sad. I've got to take this guy to Admag. No matter what, you have to take him to Admag. Did they just assume that you're going to run to Admag? Don't worry, it'll be a quick jog. Remember, if you're not playing an advanced solo Ironman, if you're playing a fresh solo Ironman, or you're playing a mid-level solo Ironman, always have your head on a swivel, always check behind you, especially if you play like I do with the camera zoomed in quite a bit. A lot of the time, try to make sure that you're always looking around. In this instance, we're just running to Admag, and I'm pretty sure Onyx is actually invincible. I'm gonna go grab a drink. I'll be right back. Why did he stop? Why did he stop? What's going on? Okay. We're almost at Admag. Awkward. Sorry. Brian Gifford says, howdy. I just watched most of Sumo Con. I'm glad I found your channel. It's a fun way to play. It's the only way to play. No, I'm just kidding. It is, you know what? It is It's one of the most engaging ways to play. So I found if I have 2 or 3 or 4, you know, units in Kenshi, the game's easy. Right? The game's really easy. And I don't mean easy. Kenshi still has its moments. But I find, like, we're all human, right? We start doing things intentionally. When you find a hard target and you know it's a hard target and you have 5 guys, you don't send in 5 guys and fries. You send in 4 guys. And you keep your 5th guy hanging back, right? To heal them. To pull them out of a bad situation. When you have 10 guys, you'll have 5 guys at your base. And you may send 3 or 4 guys out in like a raiding party. And if your base gets attacked, you know, you lock everybody in a house and you bring past, you bring back your raiding party to bail your settlement out. Don Arnold, no reason I could see. Me neither. He just kind of stopped, eh? Brian, I would enjoy seeing a settlement type run from you like you were talking about in a past stream. I've probably mentioned a settlement run about 87 times. I should do that. And now, I'd love some opinions. Now that we've got a couple of people in the chat, I'd love some opinions on that. If I were to do a settlement stream, how would we want to see it? You know, would we want to go from a solo Ironman into a settlement? Would we want to just start with the five nobodies or 5 settlers? Start and see what we can do about just starting a settlement and surviving, because settlements are nasty, right? People start attacking you, you know, within the first 2 in-game weeks. My question about the settlement is, how would we like to see that go on? Over here, kin. Is that the Bugmaster? Hundreds of years. And he's finally been slain. Hundreds of years. Come on. So relations with the Holy Nation have decreased by 10. They decrease by significantly more. If your relations with them are neutral, right? Like, I think they go down by 100 or 90. But mine are already at negative 90. You'll go down in history for this as a true ally of the Shek. I just want my bounty. I'm not interested in your alliance or gaining your enemies. Pity, you'd make a fine invincible. Yeah, leave me be, chum. So I think because I said that, my relationship with the Shek should not have changed. Good, 0. Perfect. And that's doubly perfect, because he's still calling me outcast, which is fine. And the Bugmaster's basically healed, so I'm gonna pick his cage. Yeah, great. Enjoy whatever it is that you do. Good luck, Shek. Do we just kind of want to watch this? No, I don't want to fight you. Oh, like, they all want to fight me. Everybody wants to fight me. Bugmaster wants to fight me. Shek. Oh, that's the stone golem? Okay, guys, this is about to get weird. We're getting this sword. We're getting this sword right now. I want that fragment axe. Oh! Maybe it is not time. Everybody is better than me. Wow, there's a lot of them too. Is Bugmaster already down? You suck, Bugmaster. You're supposed to be a better ally than this. Whoa! Who's jumping at me? Bayan jumping at me. Are they gonna kick me off the edge? If they knock me off the edge of this building, I mean, everything's gone too well to mention. We have to go. We have to go. We're gonna pick up my friend, though, on the way. We're getting out of here. Quickest way to get 100,000 cats and then run away. Okay, sorry, let's get back to the chat. I'd like to watch one of those settlement runs. Solo Ironman settlement. Brian Gifford says, I feel like the 5-person settlement build feels a smidge easy. Wanderer start for the win. I like that. Now, do we recruit people? Bullet K, I've done one where I had the solo guy go out and back home was basically supporting him with food and crafting. Now, I have done that as well. That was one of my early kind of feel outs for solo Ironman. Don Arnold, 5 would get things up and running. It definitely would. BK, well, that was certainly a choice. Listen, you know, I really thought I could take her. She looked weak. We'll get back to her. I don't even think the Shek are mad at me for that, are they? Let's check. Literally not at all, because I didn't kill anybody. I would love for my best friend to really pull up his socks. Oh my gosh, is she gonna chase me? Oh, hold on now. Come on, Asada. You're the only person I care about. I don't want to wage war on the Shek. Just you. Okay, hold on. Do we think we can take 2 invincibles? Oh, 100 guardians? They're not even invincibles? Hold up. 100 guardian? 100 guardian? And Asada. Help me, my friend. Brother. Oh, man. This is the second worst idea I've had in this game, so that's the Bugmaster. Now let's give him some armor. This is silly. Hop down, my friend. You've got some murdering to do. First aid. 9 seconds of unconsciousness. Bring it, Asada. Bring it. I really want that fragment axe. Oh, my armor stopped 144 damage. Where's my best friend? He better not be playing dead. That son of a... I really thought more highly of you, Bugmaster. No, that's not a good block. Oh. Fragment axe, gotta be my favorite weapon in the game. It's ours. I feel like it's ours. See those last minute up blocks? Oh. Come on, dice this guy up. Okay, look, if you are not going to contribute, I'm taking your toys. You know what? I'm not. I'm not going to take your toys. It's more fun this way. Oof. This. What a fight here. What a fight here. Unsheath your sword. It is unsheathed. It is out in the world. My sword hath been circumcised. Like, focus! It's because he's not one of the invincibles. He's just 100 guardian. They don't pay these guys to be smart. I better not. Come on! Sort her out! Deviousness. Literally, the only deviousness is the fact that I'm wearing an ant helmet. If we snag 2 Mei-2 weapons in one shot here, eventually the Bugmaster, the coward, will get up. Oh, did he get up? No, that's one of the 100 guardians. Oh! It's ours. It's ours. And the best part, I don't even think the Shek hate us. Boop. Oh, masterwork samurai cloth. Black and chain shirt, dark leather shirt. This is great. This is great. Plated long boots. I can't wear them because I got them robot legs, but that black and chain shirt. Plonk. Wow. Wow. Okay, let's just devastate this guy with his boss's weapon. Now's the time. Now's the time. I am hurt. Onyx is hurt. Boop! How'd that feel? No big deal. Good night. Good night. High grade? I don't need that. Long cleaver. High grade? We don't wear those. We don't need boots. Standard, standard, standard. We know why you lost. Where's the Bugmaster? Did he run already? No, he's still here. Look at him. Look at him playing dead. You silly kid. I've got plans for you, Bugmaster. Isada, still alive. Which is fine. Which is great. Let's check our faction status with the Shek. Oh, it's only -7. We're out of here. We're out of here. We're out of here. We have the Stone Golem's weapon. We have the Bugmaster's weapon. We need to build a house. We need to build a house to store all these treasures. Oh, man. What? What an evening so far. What an evening so far. Look at this. And I'm carrying an atom bomb. The atom bomb that is the Bugmaster. Where are we gonna drop this puppy? That's the real question. I say we stick him in a cage, right? We stick him in a cage until, until it makes sense. We pull him out. We arm him. We arm him. Oh my goodness. How many Mei-2 weapons do we have on us right now? We have a Mei-2 no dash. We have a Meitu guardless katana. We have a Meitu foreign saber, and we have a Meitu fragment axe. Just... I'm curious to see the hours played on Onyx. If I had to guess, I would say 80. I would say 80. 80 real life hours. I started streaming Onyx on Twitch probably over a year ago. Maybe over a year ago. Over a year and a half ago. Onyx actually became so powerful, I think over the course of 6 or 7 streams. No, 5 or 6 streams. So that would be like 10 to 14 hours. So you know what? I wouldn't even say 80 hours. I would say closer to 40 hours. 40 hours real life time for Onyx. Because over the course of 6 or 7 streams, he became... one of my most powerful playthroughs, one of my most powerful Soul Ironman playthroughs. So much so that I went and took down Tin Fist. I went and took down... Who's the crazy one? Not Tin Fist. Come on. We all know his name. Super crazy. Catlon. Mad Catlon. Took down Catlon, took down Tin Fist, took down the Bugmaster, took down the Red Saber leader, took down Maul, took down the Cannibals. Like, he's already done all this, right? I've just put it on 3 times attack slots, so we've made the game harder. We've increased the population, we've increased the squad size, we've increased the attack slots. I haven't changed anything else really about the game. Like I said, it's all flavor mods. It's all, as somebody so nicely put it earlier, chef's kiss. Sleep animation mods, crawling in and out of bed, you know. Flavor stuff. Other than that, I mean, the game is largely vanilla. Reactive world, which adds some game state changes if 1 or 2 empires beat out other empires, right? But other than that, I mean, this is largely vanilla. My last playthrough was over 60 hours, and my settlement was wiped by Holy Nation. I had 13 characters with mediocre stats, but mega tasty craftables. It didn't matter. So... That's kind of it, right? Quality over quantity, I say. One of my favorite playthroughs that I did was an Ironman playthrough, but it was a... Oh, I should point this out, actually. So check this out. So this is something that one of my mods does do, which I don't feel detracts from the game. So these slave traders here, one of them is a robot. So take that for what it is. He's a skeleton, right? So typically slave traders you won't find a skeleton slave trader. I believe it's called racial diversity, but what it does is it adds some flavor. You know, for instance, this guy's a Shek. You're not often going to see Shek, a skeleton, and a hiver in a slave monger group. But you will if you add the mod racial diversity, and it only adds them where they make sense. So it's not going to put women and hivers and skeletons in a Holy Nation army, for instance. You're not going to see anything like that. But it makes sense that you'll see slave traders being skeletons and what have you, you know, in anybody else's normal army. Where were we headed? We're headed to the Hoob. We're headed to the Hoob. And I put it on normal speed. Now, I've been talking a lot, reading comments. I get that. Put it on normal speed to deal with some stuff here. So let's just get to the hub, hopefully without incident. So I'm still undecided as to whether or not we drop the Bugmaster somewhere very exciting, or we drop him somewhere very mediocre. We already got paid for him, which is sweet. He's almost back up to snuff as far as healing is concerned. So the question becomes, where do we put the guy? You know? Like, where does he end up? By the way, my OBS software seems to have exploded. If anybody's hanging out in the chat and somebody wants to let me know that you guys can still hear me, that would be swell. We can't take him to the Holy Nation because he's our ally. If you put him in a cage in his own attic, can he walk out? That's a great question, and the answer is no. No, if you put somebody in any cage, they can't walk out. I'm just trying to figure out where we can put him that'll be extremely fun. Like, what if we put him in the Dust King Tower? Do you think he'll just run away? Let's go deal with the Dust King using Isada's Fragment Axe, which 4.26 probably does the most damage in the game. The problem, and let me explain the problem, is we're not strong enough to use it, right? Neither was Isada. To use the Stone Golem's Fragment Axe, you need twice as much strength as the weight value. The weight value is 72 kg, which means you need 144 strength. So, if I pull up my little stat sheet here, we'll keep the game rolling, but if I pull up my little stat sheet, we have 86 strength. Not conducive, right, to a Fragment Axe, even with the limbs here that add 10% and 10%. Which puts our strength up to 88. Neato burrito. We're going to deal with all these guys. I wonder if I can wield the Fragment Axe with one hand. The answer is, of course, yes. But I'm hurt. I'm hurt. So, see, even, like, here's a perfect example of why I love playing solo Ironman. Because, you know, even at the level I'm at, we just took out the Bugmaster. We were able to run, you know, seamlessly across the landscape. This group of dust bandits can prove an issue, you know, can be a problem. By the way, thanks guys for letting me know that the audio is all working. My OBS is just frozen solid. Can't see a thing. Two down. That guy's all arms and legs. Oh, see, I love that. We got a skeleton in the Dust Bandits. We have a hammerhead hiver, and he's not just a skeleton. Zoom in on that. That is one of those weird model skeletons. You know, very, very cool. Very cool. If I'm going down here, I gotta know. Fighting with somebody on your shoulder while using the heaviest weapon in the game? Nuts. Not recommended. But you also knock out 3 to 5 people at a time. Okay, so now I say I don't play with cheese. So when I say cheese in a fight, I mean like guys who do that stutter step thing, right? They'll hit a guy. So I'll show you now that he's engaged me in hand-to-hand. So I'll hit him. Oh no, he died. Maybe I can use this guy in an example. Oh yeah, okay, perfect. Nope, I hit him and he died. Okay, next, maybe we can use him as an example. No, he died too. Okay, this one for sure. We'll be able to just kind of engage him in melee. No, they all died in one hit. This weapon is insane. Never mind. So what I was getting at is that a lot of people will play this game, run away like 10 feet, make people swing, run back, on and on and on, right? And get away from every fight and any fight when it's going against them. I don't play like that. I just kind of let it ride. I will run straight up from a fight, but I definitely won't stutter step a fight to make sure I survive. Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa. We're taking your food. Okay. You know what? Now's your time, my friend. Now's your time. Deal with these guys. Boop. Wake yourself up in 7 seconds and let's see. Let's see what happens. Are you taking the Bugmaster's food? Because he is not waking up. Man, this guy is afraid of his own shadow. Maybe he won't wake up until he's fully healed. Do you think, Brian Gifford, do you think an ability score uncapper? Maybe implemented in Kenshi 2. Ability score uncapper. I don't know what you mean. Please elaborate. Bullet K. My strongest character was killed by a satellite beam running back to base T. That happens. Look, he didn't do anything for those bandits. I'm picking him up again. He doesn't get off that easily. You know what? Where can we take him that we know he's going to do some damage? Where can we take the Bugmaster that we know he is the enemy? Nowhere in the Holy Nation. The Holy Nation loves the guy. But we also have to get close to another boss, right? Like, we need another enemy. Spring. Let's take him to Spring. Spring is the home of the anti-slavers. By the time we get there, at this super increased speed, our Bugmaster friend should be fully healed. I'd love to give him a hacker to deal with Tin Fist, but I'd rather see how he deals with Tin Fist without one. Brian Gifford. Stats that continue to increase indefinitely. Now, I don't think there's any value in that. Truly. I think that a game like Kenshi, right? Kind of the selling feature of Kenshi is that you're not special. No matter what you do in Kenshi, you're not special. And if you play a game where you don't save and load every situation, that becomes extremely relevant. And I can't stress that enough. As you play, especially with a solo Ironman or any Ironman, any iteration of Ironman, where you're not being cheesy with your character save. And when I say character saves, I mean, you know, you've got somebody slinking in the background, always ready to grab. Pardon me. Always ready to grab them and run. You know, then I think that it becomes very prevalent that, you know, your character's not important. You know, his stats can get to 100, sure. But if you're playing alone, like every NPC in Kenshi is generally playing alone, except for the groups, the squads, the factions. But if you join a faction, that makes sense. But, you you know, you see tech hunters. You see tech hunters. Tech hunters are my favorite example. You run into some tech hunters that have skills in the mid to high 70s, and they just dummy a whole squad of whatever. I mean, they're hurt pretty badly. They may even get knocked out, but they just get up and keep trucking. Or if you get into the Ashlands, the wandering martial artists that you see in the Ashlands. So this, by the way, is where I think we're going to end up building our solo Ironman base. I don't know what all these swords are, by the way. They look pretty menacing. But I don't think there's any value in stats that continue indefinitely. I mean, I hope somebody mods it so that there are stats that continue indefinitely, just in case anybody wants, you know, the Goku playthrough. But my sincere hope and my belief is that the developer put a lot of effort and time into making Kenshi 1. I hope he provides the same amount of care and depth of detail in Kenshi 2. I believe he will. He seems to care a lot about his game. I mean, just this stuff. Like, look around for 2 seconds. Look where we are on the map. You know, we're in a valley, okay? We've got mountains here, we've got mountains here, mountains here, we've got mountains here. In the burning forest, we've got foothills and mountains, you know what I mean? Then we've got a lagoon down here, which is, it almost seems drained, doesn't it? It almost seems drained, and here, on this kind of mid-ground, we've got a bunch of ship husks. Almost as though, and if I zoom out here, you kind of see the landscape, almost as though this, you know, was once a lake, or even, you know, a channel in an ocean. So they've put a lot of care into even just map design, into continent design, and if they hold true to that sort of level of detail, I'm very hopeful that Kenshi 2 will be, you know, if not a polished game on release, a very cared about game. It's the small things, like seeing those ship hulls in the desert, you know. Whoa. Did we just try swimming? We promised we would never try swimming. So wielding a Meitu fragment axe is feasible if we go out and we shop for the right limbs. I think there's better strength limbs than the KLR series, which we are going to have to invest in if we want to use this as our primary weapon. There are lifter arms, I believe. Oh, it's acid water. That's pretty sweet. Deal with it. Where did I say I was going? Spring? This is an aggressive trip just to drop off the atom bomb that is the Bugmaster into the bowels of a skeleton city. I mean, it'll be great. All this is acid water, though. I really hope he doesn't try to swim through all of it. He's pretty beat up. I mean, Onyx is pretty beat up right now. NPCs have the ability to increase stats in the base game. I mean, if you fight the same NPCs over and over again, you'll see their stats rising. Now the problem is it's kind of localized, right? So if you leave an area, it deloads that area. Like the whole continent isn't moving at the same time, which really bugs me. I think it would be too much of a drain on computer systems personally. But I really wish... Oh, keep swimming. Oh, gosh. Acid. Oh. Now, is the person you're carrying affected? I don't think so. That's good to know. If you find cause to fight the same NPC in the same area again and again, his stats will also go up in the base game, like in Kenshi, so that's awesome. But unfortunately, Kenshi loads cells, right? Like, it loads areas. So if you start a fight, I don't know, let's say in Squin arbitrarily, and your base... Whoa! Fighting a black gorilla. Deal with it. And then you run back to Spring. I don't know, Squin to Spring. And you've got scout legs like Onyx does, so it doesn't take that long. When you get back to Squin, all the NPCs will have the exact same life you left them at. They'll have the exact same stats you left them at. It sucks. I sincerely hope they rectify that. It's very Minecraft. I don't know if anybody hanging out played Minecraft like way back. I don't know how it is now. I haven't played Minecraft in years, but if you played Minecraft and you could actually, like, there was an item that you could get as a mod and it would allow you to keep cells alive, you know, while you weren't near them. If you had stuff going on. So that guy's name is Knife. He has a pretty rough bounty. Horseweed, Swift. Now, what happens if I put the Bugmaster, say, in one of their beds? Because that's my plan. Boop! Enjoy yourself. This is what we came for. There's Beck. Wow, these guys all have wild stats. Poor Bugmaster. I didn't set him up for success. I should have given him better armor. Oh, they're not even putting him in prison. They're just carrying him outside. He'll be fine. You know, I don't know enough about, I don't know that I know enough about coding to speak to sort of implementation of various systems. Well, we made it to Spring. Who's the bad guy here? Is it Tin Fist? We need a hacker. We need the Paladin's Cross to deal with Tin Fist, I think. So who's our next nearest adversary? Southern Hive. Southern Hive Queen? Did they eat you? Hard to say. Let's head to the Southern Hive. Actually, let's take a break first. Let's have a bed rest. Ha! There's perfectly good beds here. Is that Tin Fist? It is Tin Fist. Look at him. 113 defense. 90 strength. 100 dex. 100 toughness. This guy... he's got to go. A 108 attack means he has insane martial arts, right? So I think when we come back here with the Meitu Paladin's Cross, which we're gonna have to get from the Phoenix. Now, to kill the Phoenix, we're gonna have to use the... So Flesh Cleaver. Now we only have an edge 2. I think there's a Meitu Flesh Cleaver, and I think it's in the Cannibals. I think it's where the Cannibals live. If it's where the Cannibals live, and it's outside where we fight the Cannibals, We can probably use the no datch or the flesh cleaver we have to deal sweet, sweet justice. But I think the no datch is the better choice. I think we lighten up on the armor, perhaps, and use the no datch and see if we can go sort out some cannibals to get the flesh cleaver that I desire to kill the Phoenix, to then... Okay, so, you know what? Instead of heading towards the Southern Hive, where are the... Where's Dark Finger? This is it. This is the answer. We're headed to Dark Finger right now. Full speed ahead. Farewell, Bugmaster. Come on! He's not running. That's my issue. He wasn't running. Gray Desert. If I recall, there's fog in the Gray Desert. This is why I wish I had a gas mask. Always trying to have a fog mask. Or a ninja mask or something in your solo Ironman playthrough. We don't have one. We'll see how this goes. Because it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter how tough you are again. Like acid fog or poison fog will drop a high level character in seconds. Literal seconds. Like you're just dead. You take 20 to 40 damage chunks when you're in acid fog or poison smog. Is he gonna swim? I hope he's not gonna swim. Who are these guys? Enemies. Alright, well. Let's put the old Meitu Fragment Axe to work here. Encumbrance is 40%. That's insane. What if I do this? Holy. Okay. Okay, hold on. That thing weighs so much. It's insane. Lightweight. Encumbrance is now 21%. I'm wearing a backpack, and I put on rags. Okay! 240, 223, 243. I mean... I don't know what to make of this. Insane damage. We have a backpack on, so it's really slowing us down. Hit somebody. Come on now. Don't let me down. Okay, so let's try the heavy armor. Let's go back to being extremely overweight. And let's see what happens. You know what? I'm even gonna take this off. So now we're only taking 1 damage at a time. For context. We have to close distance with these archers. They're causing us a lot of grief. Boom! Oh, he was about to hit. He better swim. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see. There it is. 3 down. Oh, arrowed. Those arrows really stunning him. Okay, this is good. This is good, though. This is good kind of like educational combat. So in terrible situations, dealing with lots of archers means that we close with the archers. I think damage is not a concern. However, and you know what else? Let's put the enemy between us and the other archers. There we go. Now they're hitting themselves. It's the stuns. It's the stuns between hits. They're staggering Onyx so frequently that he can't even land those huge hits. So again, keep him between the archers that he's not fighting. Oh wow, he even hit the guy behind him somehow. Pommeled him. Insane. Just they're dead, right? Like that must have hit him in a leg. No way. He blacked out from that. Come on. Oh, just insane damage. Look at this poor guy. He's missing both legs and just dying. Okay, this fragment axe is insane. Strength to wield it or not. Like, that's insane. Let's go deal some sweet, sweet justice to cannibals. You know what? Let's grab a crossbow on the way. On top of a crossbow, let's buy a house in World's End. Now we're cooking with gas. Speeding up, speeding up. Brace, brace. I'm going to put it on 2 times speed. He's running with super fast legs. I'm going to put the camera on spin. I'll be right back, guys. Thanks, everybody, for hanging out so far. If you're catching this stream afterwards, honestly, if you missed any of the topics this evening, because you've been clicking through the video, waiting for the sweet parts, I mean, you found one. But we've talked about solo Ironman homesteading, basically, building towns. We've talked about a different playthrough with multiple characters. How would we start that? Would we start that solo Ironman, keep it Ironman, but then recruit people as we go to build a city? Would we start with 5 nobodies, build a settlement? Would we start with 5 settlers and build a settlement and try and survive just in the settlement in Kenshi? So those are some of the topics for comment after the video. I'll be right back. So, if you're ever in Venge, like Onyx is right now, this area being Venge, laser beams from heaven, and you're really hard up, you're hurt, head to the control tower. Head to that old control tower. It's safe. The laser beams can't hurt you there. I can't believe Onyx has not been hit by a single laser beam. He just jogged through Venge. I didn't even bother wearing any. Not that I have any gear that's burn proof right now, but I didn't even bother wearing any. That's how carefree of a stroll that was through Venge. Winfield, tell you what, brother. Leaving the game on 2-time and walking away, you're a dangerous mother hecker. Thanks, Winfield. I really apologize that I always read your comments like that, but that's just how I envision them. That's how I hear them in my head. I tell you what, brother. Brian Gifford, I'd love to see some quest lines implemented in Kenshi too. They don't have to be heavily involved, but some lore dumps could be fun. You know, I'd definitely love to see more lore given up, because a lot of Kenshi lore is conjecture, right? They piece a couple things together, but I've even read an interview or a Q&A, I guess, maybe it was on Reddit with the developer, and I mean, some of it seemed kind of fast and loose, right? They didn't necessarily, you know, sit down, get a writing team, and develop a 2,000 year history. So this is where we wish we had either a hat or the jacket I so generously donated to the Buck. Don't you dare! Don't even think about it, pal. Nope. Look at this guy, about to just front crawl through that acid lake. I'll take acid fog over crawling through a acid lake with my robot swim ability. It'd be like Oscar Pistorius trying to win the gold medal against Michael Phelps. Michael Phelps being the acid and a significantly better swimmer. He did nail a very captivating world/play space. Can't argue there. Hours of my life. Countless hours of my life. Also, can't argue there. I would love to see more lore. I don't care what form that takes. If it takes a form of quests, cool. I think kind of the beauty of a game like Kenshi is that there are no quests. Is that the quests are the ones you make for yourself. I would definitely like to see more dialogue from NPCs in Kenshi. Maybe intentional dialogue. Not necessarily, you know, passive, I'm walking past a character dialogue. I'd love to be able to talk to everybody and ask questions. And that's not so crazy, right? That's not so crazy to propose in this day and age with ChatGPT available, with so much, you know, soft AI available for question response. Listen, if I can ask my kitchen cabinet how it feels and it answers me via Google Home, then I should be able to ask an NPC in a city, you know, what it thinks of the political climate or something. So this is the acid fog I was talking about. These black clouds here. You're playing your solo Ironman game, you have a party, you have a group. I'm sure you've been here. But honestly, it's one that I forget about a lot. The actual black desert and the gray desert often have right? This poison gas, and it's an area that you don't really, honestly, unless you have cause to, it's not one of the frequented travel paths in the game. You know, you usually do the big loops. You'll go, you know, through the United Cities, for instance, and you'll cross down here and you'll skirt Venge through the north side of Stobes Gamble. Because it's easier to walk through Flats Lagoon and Shem than it is to try and run a whole party through Venge. You know, you'll take the United Cities through Bast because the Holy Nation and the Samurai Empire are so busy fighting each other, and who gives a shit? So you'll just cruise up through World's End. You know, those are your common routes. Not very often do you find yourself in the Grey Desert or the Black Desert. So just remember that they're filled with poison smog that will destroy groups more frequently than solos, but will end solo playthroughs just as quickly as they begin. Oh no, you lost Hobbs in the Black Desert? That's a rough one. Outlaw Swordsman. Alright. Let's see if your Wu-Tang style can defeat me. Oh, is that the Wu-Tang sword style you were using? Forgive me. I've learned so many styles over the years. These outlaw swordsmen won't be able to take us. Ooh, that dog though. That dog. I want to get rid of this samurai armor as soon as possible. Ideally, I'd love to see Onyx in a tin can, so paladin headgear and unholy plate, masterwork. That's kind of my ideal. Wow, the damage output on this thing. 208, 200. Stop it. Oh, right arm gone, left leg gone. Chest gone. Just, I'm bleeding inside my chest. What's missing on you, my friend? Left leg, right leg. You'll never have a leg up on this competition. No. No, I don't want to mess with skimmers. Honestly, skimmers, bane of my existence on solo Ironman. Not even interested. Don't care how strong he is. BK, I always stay in that gray desert. The one way station that gets attacked is the best starter area. That's awesome. That's awesome. So, perfect example. That's why I love this game. That's why I love this game. It's why I love you guys hanging out. It's why I love the conversation, the chat, the comments, especially if anybody wants to chat about their game. If they're catching this video later and they haven't had the opportunity to just talk to me right now, tell me about your game. Like, you know, BK, I always stay in the gray desert. That way station gets attacked. It's the best starter area. I have never thought to start or train or do anything in the gray desert. Like, that's why I love this game. It's insane. Look at this map. Look at this world map. I hope that everybody, you know, who catches this video tells me where they start and where they train, because I mean, everybody's watched my solo Ironman start guide, I assume, and if you haven't, check it out. But I generally start Wanderer, I generally start the hub, and I have a series of towns I go to because I know what to expect in those areas and how to deal with those problems, more or less. I mean, I die a lot. But it kind of, you know, I have an idea of what chances I can take and what chances I can't take, at the very least. So it's really interesting to me to hear where other people start, or spend most of their playtime. Like, it's awesome. It's awesome. Tell me. I want to know, because I want to try some of these. It'll give me a lot of incentive to get a fresh playthrough experience out of my Kenshi Ironman games. I love building settlements, but I hate the taxes. Life. So you can build a settlement in Shem, and nobody taxes you. You will still get attacked by your usual rounds of black dragons and maybe something else. Exiles, maybe? Band of Bones? But you won't get taxed on anything, your food, or anything like that. Bounty Hannah. We could take him. I could take him. No need. No need. Oh, that's a good, great visual. Great Kenshi visual. I mean, my face is in the way, but the rest of it, awesome Kenshi visual. Okay, we are gonna get Onyx set up here. We're gonna go to fucking warp speed and get Onyx set up in Darkfinger. If you piss off Holy Nation, they will still come for your cheeks. I got wiped in the Shek area crater. Wow. So, you know what? Maybe that's what I'll do on my next playthrough. I will do a colony, but it will be a cheese colony. So there's a way that you can build basically a wall right off the wall of Squin or Admag. Take your pick. But you can build yourself... Squin's the best choice. You can build yourself a city right off the wall of Squin. And the 100 Guardians and the Squin Guards will protect your city at all times from any and all invasion. So maybe that'll be it. That'll be the next, that'll be the settlement playthrough. I literally need anybody that watches us later to remind me in the comments. Memory of a steel trap here. I honestly have to rewatch the last 5 to 10 minutes of most of my streams. It's just to remember where I left off. Okay, well. Are we committed to the fragment axe? I think we are. 4.26 damage. You can't. It's insane. It's the highest damage weapon in the game. So our first group of cannibals is gonna go something like this. There goes the leg. Let's push a little bit further in here. Still have some ration pack left. We're pretty well healed up. We have arguably the strongest weapon in the game. Starting when? Next week? That seems likely. That seems likely. Although, you know what? Onyx is a pretty... BK, can't you finesse your way into building a base inside of World's End? Yeah, but not all the way. You don't get the base you want finessing into World's End. You know, you get the necessary space, but not no dream base. Out front of Squin with an attached wall, you can basically, you know, kind of build the dream base, really. You can have a lot of buildings, a lot of resource extractors, a lot of storage, and the guards of Squin protect it all. So, and they're, minus crossbows, they're probably some of the best guards in the game. Shek are just badass. I really hope they don't keep kicking me in the stomach. Oh. Honestly, the near 200 damage, it doesn't matter what part of these guys that I hit. It's just gonna make them worse all around at fighting. You know what I mean? Even if you hit them in the, in the leg, in the arm, in the anything. That injury is going to cause some serious detriment to their combat ability. Oh, these are tiny cannibals. Scrawny cannibals. 207 damage. I just chopped off one leg and one arm before this scrawny cannibal even knew what happened. So where do we find the leader of the cannibals, anyways? What's it called? The Warlock, the Archwizard, the Dragon? Meat Lord's Horde. Is he the Meat Lord? Stop it. Cannibal, blind-eyed kin. Oh, come on. Where is this guy? Cannibal, 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 cannibal. Does he look special? Is he huge? Armless. Now dead. Oh, who's this huge dude? No, blind-eyed kin. Are you anybody blind-eyed? These are some blind-eyed cannibals. Maybe they chopped out their eyes or something. BG, I'm currently headed to the Band of Bones camp for a training montage. Cue the epic 80s gym music. Whew. Band of Bones camp, Exile camp. Best, hands down the best training spot. Even early on. I mean, you get to 12 to 15 stat, you can run out the Exile camp for some mid-60s, mid-50s at the very least skills. They don't eat you. They don't imprison you. They don't set you on fire. They don't leave you out to die. You just train like a madman. You get to fight them again and again and again. Exiles is one of the best training camps in Kenshi for early game characters. I hope you're playing solo, by the way. And if you are playing solo, tell me all about it. And if you can't fit into the chat, leave a comment later. Marinate on it. I only need the juicy details. I kind of want to try and take a screenshot of all this cannibal action. Okay, it's too crazy. Too crazy. Let's get a good swing in. No, the sword is long gone. Two all the way through. It's about timing with pausing and screenshots. Raptors are a smidge too frightening for solo training. Kenshi co-op? If somebody made this game co-op, you'd actually never hear from me again. I would be lost forever in the realm of Kenshi. Oh, man. Yeah, no, Kenshi co-op, you just lose me. Okay, Raptors for training after 30 are fine. Raptors early game are a big no-go. And if you're training with full armor, Raptors aren't an issue either. Right? Any heavy armor. It doesn't have to be masterwork even. If you've got heavy armor, period, Raptors are a great trainer. But I always just stick to mobs that can't eat you. I mean, who's to say you don't go to grab a drink and you're gone for 20 minutes? Don't chase that guy. You know what? This is crazy. 2 cannibal villages basically conquered. No warlock or archdragon in sight. We're gonna have to find the cannibal capital city. And it kind of looks like it's the giant square with the 4 turrets right up there. But Onyx is gonna head to the ocean, and we are going to set up a camp. Any tips for the missing limb start on Ironman? I had an extremely hard time getting to the nearest city. You've got those huge bugs everywhere, and they always seem to get me. Yes, crawl in sneak mode, or crawl in sneak mode. But beyond crawling in sneak mode, crawl in sneak mode at night. So wait for nightfall in game and do your major bouts of travel during nightfall and avoid the antenna sticking out of the sand. That's kind of a big one, right? Are you kidding me? What's... Whoa, too many. Okay, we have 1 fire. And we have 1 bed. See, I don't know if I like that classic Kenshi look better or this look. I mean, I don't mind the brightness, but the darkness is just as good, you know? It's almost easier on the eyes. Okay, so I just reading the comments. We're coming up on just over 2 hours here. We're gonna call that a stream. Now, just to recap, we're in the Cannibal Village. We started by taking out the Bugmaster. Way down here in the Watcher's Rim in Arach, this giant crater of spiky mountains of death filled with skin spiders. We carried the Bugmaster for quite a while. We left him in the city of Spring. On our way by, though, we did stop in Admag, where we fought Isada, the stone golem. We managed to lead her out of town. I was retreating. I was running for my life, really. And she allowed us to corner and destroy her. I didn't kill her, just disarmed her and took her Meitu fragment axe, which has now become our primary weapon. Again, dropped off the Bugmaster in Spring. Can't remember if I left him there. Pretty sure I did. Don't really care. We're gonna head back there and kill Tin Fist at some point anyways, probably with martial arts. Decided that the next most prudent enemy is to get a flesh cleaver, the Meitu flesh cleaver, which I'm making a broad assumption here, but I think it is in the Cannibal lands of Darkfinger. Hopefully it's here. I never ended up stopping at World's End to buy a house to store some of my weapons so I could actually pick something up, but we'll remedy that in the next stream with Onyx. And on the next stream, the intent is to just absolutely demolish the cannibals. We're going to eat the cannibals alive. You get what I'm saying? So, thanks so much, everybody, for hanging out. Thanks all you guys who were waiting before it even started. And if you're catching this stream later, please leave a comment. Let me know what you thought, but more importantly, let me know about your own solo Ironman playthrough so I can get some ideas from that. Like, again, I already grabbed a bunch of ideas from the chat this evening. And let me know what you think about a settlement building stream. I don't think it would be super fun to watch. That's just me. I mean, it's a lot of fast forward. It's a lot of hope. The events are going to be extremely sporadic and unplanned. But if I can get a little more traction on that and a couple more ideas, please let me know in the comments afterwards. I read them all. I even try and respond to them all. So thanks so much, everybody, again, for hanging out. Have a great night. Take it easy.